watching Let's Chat.
This morning we are checking in with a team of volunteers who is making a huge difference with the COVID-19 pandemic relief. That key organization is the Medical Reserve Corps. Here with all the information, Joseph Brilanthen, who is the volunteer coordinator. Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. All right, tell everyone at home, what is the Medical Reserve Corps and your role here in the community?
Well, I work as the volunteer coordinator for the Medical Reserve Corps, and it's an organization of medical and non-medical volunteers who help to strengthen public health and assist public health in natural and man-made disasters. So for a big part of our job, it's to train and be prepared and create a lot of preparedness amongst our community members. And then during a disaster like the COVID-19 pandemic, we come in and help support our public health staff in that response.
And you mentioned that this is both medical and non-medical volunteers. Talk a little bit more about who those volunteers are and what they look like.
So that's a great question. We have a huge and diverse group of our volunteers from the medical and non-medical background. So we'll have nurses, both current and retired. We have doctors, pharmacists, veterinarians even, and a lot of folks from a wide variety of backgrounds. And then folks who may not have medical background training or a licensure, and we put them in our non-medical category to help out with all the logistical and support operations. Some folks have worked in the insurance industry and help out with that. Other folks are just interested in preparedness or have a background in a medical field and just aren't currently licensed, so we can have them help out with the non-medical side.
Perfect. All right, I would imagine that the past few months have been a period of high demand for your team. Talk about what your response has been and the volunteer efforts you've been able to employ across the community with the COVID-19 pandemic and that relief effort.
Yeah, and our public health folks are the ones who call us in for when they need assistance, and we've started working with them in our drive-through test sites. Our volunteers help out with both the specimen collection for our medical volunteers, and then our non-medical volunteers can help out with all that logistical support and all the operations that have to go on to make that happen every day, 7 days a week, all across the different test sites that we've been available at. So for other opportunities that we've had folks with clerical support just for staff. We've had surge capacity, which is when medical groups or different organizations need additional medical support or different additional staff. We can provide volunteers to fill that gap or fill those roles in order to get through that real big rush or a time of need, and that's something that can be really essential for keeping healthcare operations running across the county, and that's something we've been working on as well.
And I would guess that now more than ever you are seeking new volunteers. What does someone need to know if they're interested in volunteering with your team?
Yeah, we've had a huge influx of people who want to help out. They, see everything going on in the news and say, what can I do to help fight this pandemic? And the quickest way to sign up is to go to tnmrc.org. That's going to take you to a portal through our state health department where you can sign up as either a medical or a non-medical volunteer. We get that information, we do background checks and licensure checks for everybody, and then we get in touch with you through email, text, and phone messaging in what's called our Tennessee Volunteer Mobilizer System. That's how you get the response that's how you get the call for ongoing responses. Other ways to get in touch with us is to get information if you want to get in touch with me through our Public Health Department website. You can also find us on Facebook or get in touch with folks at our COVID hotline going on right now. That's 423-209-8383. And if you have questions for them, they can direct them to me or any of the relevant, answers that they may need.
Perfect. All right, Joseph, I know I have a lot more questions for you, but sadly we are running out of time this morning. Reminder again, this is for all community members, both medical and non-medical, who want to help with the relief efforts of our ongoing situation. For more information, you can visit tnmrc.org, or you can always visit the Hamilton County Health Department website as well. All right, Joseph, we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks so much for all of your help in the community.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.